3 days after the storm passed, Maya found herself alone in the laboratory with Kellen, running final tests on their integrated defense system. The atmosphere between them had changed subtly since their time in the shelter. Kellen's barbs had lost their edge, replaced by genuine questions about human perspectives and experiences. The targeting matrix is complete, Maya announced, closing the diagnostic panel. We've increased efficiency by 32%. Kellen nodded, her amber eyes lingering on Maya longer than necessary. Our collaboration has been unexpectedly productive. High praise indeed, Maya smiled. Are you feeling all right? That almost sounded like a compliment. I am capable of acknowledging merit where it exists. Kellen moved closer, her imposing frame casting a shadow over Maya. You have forced me to reconsider certain assumptions about humans. Only certain ones. Kellen's tendrils pulsed with a pattern Maya had begun to recognize as amusement. I remain skeptical about other aspects of human capability. The conversation from their first meeting hung unspoken between them. Maya should have let it go, but something in Kellen's tone, challenging yet curious, provoked her. You're still convinced humans are inadequate partners? I have no evidence to suggest otherwise, Kellen replied, though her posture shifted subtly, less dominant, more attentive. Maya took a deliberate step forward, closing the distance between them. Evidence requires research, High Sentinel. Your scientific method is flawed if you're drawing conclusions without data. Kellen's tendrils flared with vibrant color. Are you proposing an experiment, Major Tors? I'm suggesting you might benefit from expanding your perspective, Maya said, heart pounding against her ribs, unless you're afraid your preconceptions might be wrong. In a fluid movement that belied her size, Kellen pressed Maya against the laboratory wall, one powerful arm braced beside the human's head. Their bodies were inches apart, Kellen's natural heat radiating between them. I fear nothing, Kellen whispered. Maya reached up slowly, giving Kellen time to withdraw if she wished, and traced her fingers along the sensitive base of the Astrevi's tendrils. Kellen's sharp intake of breath confirmed Maya's research into Astrevi physiology had been correct. Then prove it, Maya challenged softly. Their first kiss was tentative, alien anatomies learning each other's contours. Kellen's lips were firmer than a human's, with a faint taste like cinnamon and salt. As their confidence grew, the kiss deepened, Kellen's tendrils wrapping gently around Maya's wrists in a sensation unlike anything she'd experienced before. Your quarters or mine, Maya breathed when they finally separated. Mine are larger, Kellen answered, her usual composure notably absent. The journey across the compound passed in a blur of anticipation. Once inside Kellen's private quarters, the Astrevi hesitated. I may harm you unintentionally, my strength. Maya silenced her with another kiss. I trust you to learn my limits as I'll learn yours. What followed was a dance of discovery. Maya's fingers traced the luminescent patterns along Kellen's spine, drawing gasps and shudders from the warrior who had claimed humans couldn't satisfy her kind. Kellen, in turn, demonstrated remarkable restraint and attention, her powerful hands gentle as they explored Maya's smaller form. You're trembling, Maya observed as she found a particularly sensitive cluster of nerves at the base of Kellen's neck. Impossible, Kellen insisted, even as her body betrayed her with another shiver. When they finally moved to Kellen's bed, built for her larger frame but perfectly sized for them both, the Astrevi's confident predictions about human inadequacy dissolved completely. Maya proved that strength came in many forms, and that understanding a partner's body could accomplish more than raw power ever could. Hours later, they lay entangled in the dim light of Kellen's quarters, the Astrevi's tendrils wrapped protectively around Maya's shoulders. I concede, Kellen murmured against Maya's hair, that my research was flawed. Maya laughed softly. Does this mean humans pass your test? This human does, Kellen corrected, pulling Maya closer, though further study may be required to confirm results. Maya traced the glowing patterns on Kellen's chest, feeling the strong heartbeats beneath her fingertips. I'm always willing to contribute to scientific advancement. Kellen's expression grew serious. This complicates our assignment. Life is complicated, Maya replied, but sometimes complications are worth it. As they drifted toward sleep, Maya wondered what tomorrow would bring. Their private connection was one thing, facing the scrutiny of both their species would be another challenge entirely. The official transmission from Central Command arrived exactly 1 month after Maya and Kellen's first night together. Their relationship had remained discreet but undisguised, provoking curious glances and whispered conversations throughout the outpost. "They want us to present our integrated defense prototype at headquarters," Maya announced, scanning the message on her datapad. "Both Earth Command and the Astrevi High Council will be represented." Kellen looked up from her workstation, tendrils pulsing with what Maya now recognized as concern. "Our superiors will have questions beyond the technological aspects of our collaboration." "They can ask whatever they want," Maya shrugged. "Our work speaks for itself. The integration of Astrevi power systems with human targeting algorithms has created something neither species could have developed alone." "Much like us," Kellen observed quietly. The journey to Central Headquarters took 3 days aboard a high-speed transport. They maintained professional distance in public spaces, but in the privacy of their shared quarters, they continued their exploration of each other's bodies and minds. Kellen, once so dismissive of human capabilities, now expressed fascination with Maya's perspective on everything from tactical strategy to artistic expression. "Your species views vulnerability as strength," Kellen mused one night, tracing patterns on Maya's bare shoulder. "This still confuses me." "Vulnerability requires courage," Maya explained. "There's strength in opening yourself to another being, knowing they could hurt you." "As I have opened to you," Kellen acknowledged, "my comrades would not understand." Maya kissed her gently. "We're building a bridge between worlds. It was never going to be easy." Central Headquarters sprawled across an asteroid that had been hollowed out and transformed into a neutral meeting ground for former enemies. As they disembarked, Maya felt the weight of stares from both humans and Astrevi personnel. Their technical presentation proceeded flawlessly. The defense prototype performed beyond expectations, demonstrating the potential of true collaboration. Questions from both military contingents were pointed but professional, until an Astrevi High Commander addressed Kellen directly. "High Sentinel, reports suggest you have engaged in physical relations with the human engineer. Do you confirm this violation of protocol?" A murmur rippled through the assembled officers. Maya tensed, but Kellen's posture remained perfect, her voice steady. "I confirm my relationship with Major Tors. I do not confirm any violation." The High Commander's tendrils flared with displeasure. "Explain." "Our mission was to explore integration between our species' strengths. We have done so professionally and personally." Kellen's gaze swept the room. "The results speak for themselves." "Fraternization compromises judgment," a human colonel interjected. Maya stepped forward. "With respect, Colonel, our judgment created a defense system that outperforms all previous models by 40%. If anything, our personal connection enhanced our professional output." "The Astrevi have always maintained that humans are inferior partners," the High Commander pressed. "Your actions contradict generations of biological understanding." Kellen stood at her full height, impressive even among her own kind. "Our understanding was incomplete. Strength manifests in forms we failed to recognize." Her gaze met Maya's briefly. "Major Tors has demonstrated that gentleness can be more powerful than force, and that vulnerability requires greater courage than dominance." The silence that followed felt electric. Finally, the ranking human admiral spoke. "Your prototype has been approved for production. Your personal research remains your own affair, provided it doesn't interfere with duties." He paused significantly. "Though I suspect your example may inspire others to conduct similar investigations." The meeting concluded with tentative approval from both sides. As they exited the chamber, Kellen took Maya's hand publicly for the first time, a significant gesture from a species that rarely engaged in physical contact outside of combat or mating. "That was brave," Maya said quietly. "I learned courage from you," Kellen replied, "not on the battlefield but in moments of quiet truth." They paused at a viewport overlooking the stars, the same stars that had witnessed their species at war now, bearing witness to a different possibility. "What happens now?" Maya asked. "Our project is complete." Kellen's tendrils wrapped gently around Maya's wrist, a gesture that had become their private symbol of connection. "Now we begin the real work. Integration is more than technology. It is understanding that differences can complement rather than compete." "That sounds suspiciously like a proposition for a long-term assignment," Maya smiled. "The most challenging and rewarding of my career," Kellen agreed, drawing Maya closer. "Are you prepared for the mission parameters?" As their lips met against the backdrop of endless stars, Maya knew they were charting a course into uncharted territory, not just for themselves, but for both their species. Mission accepted, she whispered against Kellan's mouth, as new horizons beckoned before them.